From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
On one, ready? 11, MT, tight.
Right to the air is Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not be picked off.
From the 21, it's second and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Burrow on play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Mixon with a first down carry, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They run the counter. McDowell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
11, MT, tight.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Extra point attempt here still to come. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll begin by running the option. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Gun. Got.
Now a turn and a give to Mixon. Gets by him at the 25. A solid stiff arm.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give, right side. McDowell, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
On 1, right?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And some space here. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in midseason form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. On the draw, it's Pollard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 5. 88 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Mixon diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. It's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. That is caught by Lamb. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be returned from deep. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll try and keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we're getting to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I like watching the wide receivers sprint because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive?
Under a heavy run. rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Guns. Got.
Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Empty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Off the play fake, Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
34 yards. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. To try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 49, Bengals 35.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go, here we go.
All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 29, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4th down, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. There goes Green. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week one, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on, ready?
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 20-yard line.
Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer.
11 MT, hey! 11, stop!
Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bengals, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week.